Why are there so many people with low self-esteem? With today's toxic beauty standards, how can we be confident when the whole world is telling us we're never good enough?
I want to tell the people out there that thank you for supporting me, and if you don't, suck mine.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is all about confidence. Everything I'm about to say is from my own personal experience. Everyone goes through things differently, and if you don't resonate with it, then that's okay. Society tells us how we should look, act, breathe, walk, talk, live. While living with extremely harmful ideals of being, every person handles it differently and can overcome that search for perfection, which doesn't exist.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Along with beauty standards, a lack of affirmations as a child can lead to lack of identity and self-esteem issues. Not only speaking negative words, but a lack of can also create a void. Everyone grows up with their own traumas, being bullied, physically and mentally abusive guardians, absent parents, a deceased parent, divorced parents, the list goes on. Your early traumas will affect your self-esteem, therefore affecting the relationship you have with yourself and your future relationships. Now listen to this one. How you feel about yourself will reflect as a mirror how you treat others and how you allow to be treated.
Say that again.
How you feel about yourself will reflect as a mirror how you treat others and how you allow to be treated. Now that one hit me hard. I complained all the time about dating toxic guys until I opened my eyes to my own pattern and how clear it was that that's what I thought I deserved. While I do believe there's a lot of horrible trash men who I can't even do the bare minimum.
Can I lie? Can I fucking lie?
Like the bar is just so low, so low. You really think like, I don't know, respect, kindness, human decency is like asking a lot. I've asked guys like, hey, like, can you just maybe like not ignore me for like days on end, like when I ask you a question? Or, I don't know, like, be nice to me, like, and they're like,
whoa. I'm not trying to get married.
Why do they breathe?
I cannot. But at the end of the day, I accepted it and I willingly looked away to those red flags in the hopes to get love when I should have been giving myself that love. Sad people can never be alone. When you have all these negative thoughts in your head, why would you want to be with yourself? Naturally, we're taught not to express our feelings and emotions, and we use distractions in order to numb those thoughts. We drown it out with busyness, alcohol and partying, maybe a new relationship. We're constantly running away from our own selves. Now, the hardest part of self-growth is self-reflection. Really facing what we're feeling and seeing what areas we need to work on. Now, by understanding where hate comes from, you can really understand the root from people's judgments are always their own insecurities. How are you going to care about what another hurt person is saying to you? They're obviously trying to bring you down because they see that you're up and they hate that. I've seen it in myself. I used to look at girls that would post a lot talking on their Instagram and I'd be like,
what a weirdo, no one cares, like, oh my god, she said that.
It's crazy because I used to hate on them, when in reality it was because it was an insecurity of mine that like, I wish that I could do that. I wish I could just talk on my social media, but I didn't have the confidence and I didn't want to put myself out there. So I would just shy away and then judge other people for doing what I wanted to do. And then I found myself watching their stories the most and loving it. So,
Hey girl, you been out there anyway.
I've always been asked this of how I'm so confident because I feel like I've always felt like I was confident. But as I've gotten older, it was more of a conceded confidence, meaning it was more superficial. So I put my worth in people, my physical appearance, relationships, careers. But placing your identity in things that are replaceable is always a dead end. Those people can look solid on the outside, but on the inside they're broken. And that's your ego showing confidence versus your spirit feeling confident. I portrayed this like confident bad bitch on my Instagram all the time when really it wasn't from within. It was just because, you know, I thought that I looked good. I want to show you a different way of thinking. It's kind of what goes on in my mind, and you might think I'm crazy, you might not believe, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs and opinions. Just hear me out. We all come from the same thing. We're all part of the universe, and we get split apart and come down to earth in different bodies to experience this world. Our sole purpose here is to learn lessons and experience life. Your body is not who you are. All it is a biological being that holds your soul that you can experience life with. But then we're labeled by people telling us who we are, and we're supposed to identify with that. Our name, our sexual preference, our nationality, our color, our class, it goes on. They divide us and we forget we're just living life in different bodies and different experiences. Once you connect with the fact that we are all one, we all have insecurities, we all have traumas. Everyone is the exact same, just living different experiences. So why would you care about what someone else's opinion is when you know that they have their own issues? We're only here for a limited time. You know you can die any day, any second. Why waste your time living a life based on other people's opinions and what other people are gonna think about you? If you died tomorrow, would you be happy about your life? Don't let other people decide where your life is going to take you. Having self-doubt and a low confidence and a low self-esteem affects your decision making. I can't do that, imagine what people are gonna think. Or I can't wear that, I'm too fat. Like, you put all these restrictions from yourself. We're put in a box and told who we are and what we're supposed to do. And as soon as you are like, no, I wanna do this. This is what I wanna do. This is who I am. Everyone's like, no, 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 no. Take risks, be vulnerable, be yourself. Like, you know, isn't it crazy? Like, we really preach other people as if that shouldn't be like just a common sense. Like, hey, how about be yourself? How about do exactly what you want to do? As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're being a good person, you can do whatever the hell your little heart desires, okay?
Yup.
Watch how you talk about yourself. The more negatively you speak about yourself, the more you start to believe it. And I know sometimes we do it as a joke too with our friends. When you take a photo, when you walk past a mirror, don't tell yourself, oh, I'm so ugly today. Oh, I'm so bloated. Oh, I'm fat. I'm practicing this and I encourage you to try with me. Just taking those negative words out of your vocabulary. Be nice to yourself. I mean, things that you say about yourself, would you ever say to a loved one? If you heard someone telling them something that you tell yourself, wouldn't you freak out?
She is very gorgeous to me!
The mean things that I've said to myself, like, you would never want to hurt them, so why are you okay with hurting yourself? Manifest beautiful things by thinking positive things. Of course, we won't be positive all the time. You'd literally be a robot if you were. We all have our days or weeks or months. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, but work on them. Remember, confidence comes from within. Now, I want you to get a piece of paper out, write down and self-reflect. Write down all of your qualities. Write down a list of all your positive and negative. Look at your positive and be proud of yourself. That's who you are. And I know it could be hard for some of us to admit, yes, we do have negative qualities too. Just write them down and look at them and try to work on them every day. No one's perfect, but as long as you're working on that, like, that's amazing. Don't let self-doubt win. You're a bad bitch. You can do anything that you want. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't let anyone put you in a box. Okay?
Period, sis.
For the men watching, please work on yourself. I know that society tells you not to express your feelings and not talk about things, but it's so important because we have to deal with it. Please like and subscribe below. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Like, you thought I cared? Wait. Did you think that I cared? I don't know about you, but I'm good. Thanks.